Okay, I'm gonna talk about you can only. This is the first point. You can only have two or three close friends. Okay, I'm disagree with this point because it's not necessary to have three or less people because it's not more enough at all, but it depends. As you can see, a lot of many people have a lot of friends like Gregory, like Alan, and just me, because if you have more friends, you can talk different themes with everyone, and you can always have, yeah, many or a lot of specific days to contact with different friends and make I don't know, some plans to, for example, go in a party, in a cine, or something like that.
Okay, well, in my experience, for the first point as well, I do not agree with this because I've had more than three or more closest friends, and I think that is because it doesn't matter where or when I met them. It just matters how many are important to me. And for example, I've had really close friends at my in my school life and in my work life as well. So for me, that is the thing that it's important to me. It's not the number. It's just how important are they to me, because it could be just one, two, three, or it could be more than five or even 10. But it doesn't matter if they are important to me and I am important to them as well. So I think that is one of the points that I do not agree. And in this case, I think that is practically my whole opinion. Just to finish this point, and so we can pass with Gregory, I think that is really important to just respect everyone's decision for how many friendships do they want, and that's it, basically.
I disagree as well. I put in on my bullet points. You can have as many close friends as you need to. You can have as many as 5, 6 friends that you're really close and you really open up to. The only downside of that is that one of those eventually, if you grow your personal circle too much, one of them can betray you, and they're not gonna be really your friend. So you just gotta watch out for that. That's it. But it's not an arbitrary number. It's basically who you're close with, and could be anyone, could be as many people as you feel comfortable with. Next point.
Okay, next
Okay.
point.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about going on vacation with friends can end the friendship. Okay, I'm disagree with that point because oh my god, it's not necessary to lose many friends if you go in vacation with them. And that's weird questions, I think, because it don't have no sense. As you can see, you can have every friend in any part of the world if you like, obviously. But sometimes, if you go in a, I don't know, in a park, for example, you make a vacation in Nickelodeon for, I don't know, 5 days, and you invite a lot of your friends. Then when the vacation end, is weird and that friendships lost. I think if you have friends and go in vacations, your friendships is more stronger than the day as you meet that friend.
Okay, for the second point, I disagree too. I do not think that going on vacations with your friends could end your friendship. And my personal experience, I haven't went on vacation with friends yet. It's something that I would like to do, but I do not think that it would be that much trouble. I think that is just relative to the persons that are traveling with you, and if they are not um self-efficient enough to solve problems or any kind of situations that could present when you're traveling or vacationing with. So, in this point, I do not think that I will have any kind of issues with my friends or they with me. I think that if something or any kind of situation could present, we could just find a solution for it and not letting that situation take us away the fun and the good times that we're having, because that is the main reason that we're vacation in the first place. So I think that is really easy in the aspect that is just relative to how do you take any kind of situation, and if you're willing to get a solution for that with your friends, so in that way, instead of end your friendship, it can get stronger, healthier, and in the long term longer. So yeah, I think that is basically the thing. Let's go with Greg.
Okay, I put in that I disagree because it's really situational. Like, it depends on what happens in the vacation. If you go out with your friends, like, I don't know, on vacation, it can either strengthen your bond, or it can weaken it or tear it apart. It's like really situational. And it's not an arbitrary thing. It could be really good. It could be really bad. Anything could happen. Really, you could be. Yeah, you could end up as instead of friends, you're not in a serious relationship, or maybe you stay as friends, or maybe you break that relationship apart. Anything could happen.
Okay, Danny, let's go with the third point, please.
Okay, I'm gonna talk with the third point. It's about men keep their friend longer than a woman. Okay, this is for my opinion, because this is for everyone. In my opinion, I agree, because I think that the man can have more friends and his friendship is more longer than the woman. It's easy, yeah, because in the place that you can go for I don't know, vacations, work, you always can make a friend. Example, you are going in the bus, then you meet I don't know, a little nigga, or I don't know, old man that is more older than you. Well, that was my point. You can always make a friend than a woman. It's more easy for the man make a lot of friends than the woman. Yeah, it's more stronger, and it's more enough than the relationship that you have with a friend. It's yeah, longer.
All right. eh, uh, on my experience, men keep their friends longer than women. Okay. Sorry about that. I do not agree with this. I do not agree with this because I've met people. I mean, both men and women that I've had friendship relationships, and in those two sides, I've had this kind of friendships for very long time. I've had women friendships from since I was a kid, and it's the same thing with my male friendships. So I think that it just depends on the person. I think it's relative to each one of us. I've met people who cannot last any more than just a couple of months with meeting someone, even if it's just for friendship. But that is just because in their personality and in their way they are with them, it's just different. And in my experience, in the way I am, I do like to keep my friendships together, even if they are men or women, and it's regardless to me the fact that they are male or female. It doesn't matter to me. If they are my friends, they are my friends, and that is the only thing that matters to me. So in this case, I do not agree with that. I explain my reason, and yeah.
Okay, I put in that again, it's not arbitrary, because women can have relationships that last for 20, 30 years, and so can men. So, I disagree with the point on the basis that anyone can have like a long-lasting relationship. It's easy as that. Good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Danny, point number D, number 4.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna talk about you should never criticize your friend partners.
Parents.
Parents, I'm
Parents.
sorry. Okay, at this point, I'm agree. It's because it's when you criticize somebody, it's for you have I don't know opinion about that person. If this is for individual, it's just my opinion about how you can criticize a people that is a dumbass with you. Yeah, so many people in this world have a lot of friends, and their friends that your friend it's bad to you, but it's not bad to your friend. I mean, the person in especially have different emotions, have different um, I don't know, different themes to talk with anybody. So if that person are disgusting to talk to you, I think that it's important to talk about that. Is to don't have any problem with anybody. So if you have a problem with that person, maybe you criticize him in his back, or yeah, or he can criticize you.
All right, for the point number D, I do not agree with this. Um, oh, no, I'm sorry. I do agree with this point. The point number D, you should never criticize your friends' partners. Oh, this is partners, no parents. I'm sorry, my bad. For partners, I think that it's not up to us criticize anybody. It doesn't matter if they are friends, partners, parents, or even animals. I think that we all deserve respect because the fact that we are humans, that we are people, and the only fact that we are living beings, I think that is more than enough to just respect ourselves, and that includes not criticize anything that is not from you or that is not affecting you. I do not think that it's just going to make your life worse. I think it's going to just push away the people that you like away, and that is not good. I mean, I understand that there are kind of people that enjoys criticizing, but in my experience and from the people that I've met and the persons that I've been with, the only motive for a critic or criticizing somebody is just a projection of what they are missing in themselves, so they find it in another person and try to attack them because of that. So I do not think that is good. In my personal experience, I do not do it. I do not think it's right, and that is why I agree with this point. You should never do that. Yeah.
I put in that I disagree. Sorry, I agree as well. On the basis that anyone has the right to like express your opinion on someone else, right? But you should never at least openly criticize your friends' partners or little or anything, because number one, it's a very bad thing to do. It means you're talking. It means you're talking shit behind their back, which is not a good thing, for obvious reasons, you know. And also put in that excuse me. Uh, Basically, I put in you shouldn't do it, not in front of them, not around them, and not behind them, and not at all, really, for very obvious reasons.
Yeah. Okay. Point number E, it's impossible to stay good friends with an ex-partner. Daniel.
Okay, at this point, I agree because um, I'm gonna give you an example. Imagine that you are with your ex girlfriend and work together in a special work in the classroom. It's not good at all because when in the past that the past is you done with her. So imagine that you need to talk to her about I don't know homework, and she lie you in the past. So is that hurts a lot because you don't want to talk anymore with her, but it's important to talking with her because you are working together for work in your classmate. So that's an example that it's disgusting. It's a little disgusting that talk with a person that you don't like at all because if was a ex partner, imagine that that partner like you or I don't know smack you or I don't know wanna talk about allowed yeah talking bullshits about you in the back. Well, that was an example, okay? That was
Okay,
my
yeah.
opinion.
Okay. Just for long video endings, we're going to faster things a little bit.
Speed up.
So yeah,
Speed
speed
things
up. Okay. For this point, I think as well that it's impossible to stay good friends with an ex-partner. I just think that because, I mean, my reasoning here is that if you were really close to this person in a relationship, in a romantic relationship, it's not going to be possible at all to keep this a friendship because there were past between you and that person, and I think that is just going to come up every time that you try to speak or hang out with that person, and that is just going to be not beneficial for both of you. So I think that is the best is just everyone, each one of you take your own step, and that's it.
I was gonna say something else, but I completely agree with Alan. Uh, yeah, the best thing you could do is you could end the relationship in like good terms. Maybe see each other like once and be like, okay, that's it, it's over. Like take care and see ya, have fun, and yeah, that's it. Because if you have like a very deep, you had like a deep connection, like a bond between you two, then it's impossible for you to just be friends. You know, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
okay.
Last
For
one.
the last one, okay, we are two more left. Just two more.
Two more.
It's impossible to be real friends with someone who's much older or much younger than you, Daniel.
Okay, I'm disagree at this point because the age is not important to have or make friends because with my experience I have a lot of friends and not all my friends have the same age or sometimes that friends are less age than me or maybe have more age than me are more older, yeah. And the importance of have friendships with that types of people is like it's like you have more respect together. Maybe you have a lot of kind of things that can do with that person. So yeah, I'm disagree with at this point that so many people
No, sí, dale, dale.
that so many people don't like this part, but if the option have a lot of respect, so I agree at this point.
Okay, I do not agree with this as well because I've had friendships that are 20 or 30 years older than me, and I think it just depends the environmental thing. I think it's just important in where you are and where you're meeting these people. How good is your friendship going to be? In my experience, doesn't matter about the age. I think it's just a number, and you can be really good friend. If doesn't matter if your friend is younger or older than you. It can be different in some things like the reasoning that you're having in some kind of situations, but in the simple things, I think it's really easy and it's really good for you, so you can learn how um, many different ages people think, and I think that it's good for you.
I put in that nonsense because it really is. There's no. What's the point? Excuse me.
Tienes razón, ahora lo vimos.
It's impossible to.
Yeah,
No,
fair enough.
it's very possible, and you need to stay open-minded if you wanna like. You can have friendships with like someone way older than you, someone way younger than you. If you stay open-minded, you can be friends with anyone. Doesn't matter their age.
Okay, and last point, just so we can wrap things up.
Wrap
I'm
things up.
sorry.
Yeah.
Parents should never try to be friends with their children. Daniel.
Okay, on this part I disagree because I wanna give you an example. Imagine that you are a little nigga and well, it's just imagine you can talk with your parents because because you can't trust him at all because they are not your friends, no. But remember, when your parents can't talk to you, there can be friends to you. So I'm gonna give you an exactly opinion for this. So I disagree with this point because it's important to have like your parents, not for like the system for it's oh it's my father, oh it's my mother. No, it's have like a type of rope of trust to make more strong that.
All right. I do not agree with this as well, and I think it's really easy. Why? If your parents do not teach you how to get good friendships or how to be a good friend and how a good friend should be with you, I think you're just going to get good with anything that a friend does to you, even if it's good or bad things. And I do not think that is good for your life. So I do not agree with this. I think parents should try to teach these kind of things, even if it's just a little bit.
And I express this best in my bullet points. If you're not friends with your own child, they will grow up to resent you, because they won't have like a figure to like open up to. If they might not have friends at school at all, and you might be their only friend to them, and if you deny them that, then it's not a very good thing to do. So I strongly think that yeah, you should be friends with your child. That's good.
Okay, that's it. Thank you. Bye bye.